Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
The discovery of our heritage of tribal art is a post-independence phenomenon. Some traditions, like Varli art, have attracted attention by undergoing significant change. Others, like that of Pithora painting, have drawn attention by inspiring one or another mainstream modern Indian artist. Priests of the Rathwa community of Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Rajasthan produce long paintings on mud walls on the occasion of the worship of Pithora Baba. These colorful narrations, with multiple images of men, women and animals in action, exude an unmistakable primitive vitality. All primitive and tribal art traditions are not imagist. There are equally strong non-objective traditions of tribal art. We noticed this when we saw the geometric decorative patterns on a grain hut in Sarguja in Madhya Pradesh. The almost monochromatic, linear geometric patterns made by the Rabadis of Kutch on the walls of their dwellings reminded us of the flora and fauna in much of Neolithic art. In the Phulbani district of Odisha, we found a number of kutia-koned dwellings with geometric designs, both on the outer and the inner walls, done with powdered rice paste. These designs are not derived from any natural object. The colored squares and rectangles on the colored mud wall surfaces of the Gadhava huts reminded us of the color-filled Western abstract artists like Joseph Albers and Mark Rothko, whose names these people have certainly never heard of. The manner in which the Muriyas of Bastar decorate the mud and wooden walls of their ghotuls, or dormitories, for unmarried boys and girls should be considered as pure abstract art. In the Sarguja district of Madhya Pradesh, we saw a hut with geometric designs on its walls and realized that the tradition of abstract art is widespread from coast to coast in central India. Most of it is geometric abstraction. Sonju Korku's paintings on paper, which we saw in the Rupankar Museum of Bhopal, however, has little to do with Korku art tradition. His is an individual artist's work. The credit of discovering the living traditions of tribal art should go to the late Jagdish Swaminathan. He avidly collected tribal art objects and picked up individual talents and encouraged them to flourish. As a painter himself, J. Swaminathan drew inspiration from the abstract traditions of tribal art. The merely decorative among the non-objective traditions did not attract him so much as the traditions of symbolically significant abstract marks on walls. However, as an urbane intellectual, the geometric shapes that he constructed and the marks he made on the surfaces of his own paintings would form integral parts of whole compositions. Swaminathan's works evoke suggestions rather than depict symbolic meanings, like in tribal art. In a sense, outside the periphery of their own community, the so-called magical writings of the hill Korkus of the Raigad district evoke a similar kind of enigmatic suggestion. The hill Korkus are a pre-literate community. Their so-called writings, therefore, cannot communicate any word meanings. But the calligraphic scribbles of their priests-cum-healers are meant to ward off evil spirits. Theirs is not a geometric tradition, but nonetheless abstract. The calligraphy, the symbolically potent marks, and the layouts of the traditional Hindu horoscopes bear a strange resemblance to the magical writings of the hill Korkus. It is well known that in his endeavor to create an Indian look to the language of non-objective art, K.C.S. Panikar discovered the potential of Hindu horoscopes and other astrological drawings. Possibly, however, he had never seen the magic writing of the hill Korkus. Yet, similarities between these and Panikar's paintings of the Words and Symbols series are striking. Such similarities in conception and execution between unconnected works are not uncommon in art history. For instance, with no known history of contact, the Saura art of Odisha and the Varli art of Maharashtra also display such similarities. The color, tone, and texture of the surface, the calligraphic patterns and colors, the silence of the script-like writing, the reduction of images to linear indicators only, the attention paid to spacing and layout. We observe all this in Cassius Parnikar's Words and Symbols series of paintings, and the culmination of his studies in horoscopes and other astrological drawings. Parnikar has drawn our attention to the aesthetic potential of these materials. The discovery of the magical drawings of the hill Korkus is an independent confirmation of Panikar's suppositions. Here indeed already existed a body of abstract art with an Indian content and an Indian look.